afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to 1 vs 1 on Novgorod Outskirts. In the north, it is Itaperuna fighting for the German army, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Groß Deutschland Panther Division vs the south, it is VonClausewitz fighting for the Soviet Union, Socialism, and Comrade Stalin. Taking the role here of the 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps, we got Luftwaffe Ground Forces, we got Elite Armor, and we got Breakthrough, hello, with Infantry, Medical Supply, and Kugelwagons versus Airborne Troops, Armored Assault, and Gartmote with Double Infantry and a Tank Grenade there. An interesting collection of doctrines from both sides, with VonClausewitz having a bit of overlap with 2 of them, having access to T-34 85s, amongst other things, so no note there. Double contract there, heading east and eastwards, continuing west and centre. We got a full grenadier panzer start. Here's Itaperuna commits to breakthrough doctrine with breakthrough tactics, Panzerfusiliers, Sturmoffizier, the assault artillery, and the Jagdtiger. So Panzer out here for Itaperuna. Let me see if we can actually make use of the doctrine, as we have seen players before who go for the doctrine, then use the Panzerfusiliers and pretty much bugger all, which kind of defeats the point of them going for the doctrine almost. 3rd Control on the way there, 4th from Clausewitz, 4th moving westwards there. In the east we got Sturm Pioneer moving up. Engineers setting up there for VonClausewitz as well. Sandbags being there again. VonClausewitz is of course a thorough command who prepares for any eventuality there. Got Volkswagen heading westwards with the fuel point there. Panzer was in the centre. Sturm Pioneers in eastwards could try and hit the fuel point there, and the engineers these would certainly be quite exposed to the Sturm Pioneers. Meanwhile, of course, VonClausewitz laying up for a big push here against the western fuel. Will Itaperuna be able to deal with such a Bolshevik occurrence? Who knows? And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you in getting more updates out to people who interact with the videos and such. And of course, if you wish to support in other ways, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon. And of course, a big thanks to those who already do so. Links in the video description for links to that. Sturm Pioneers in the Years by the Oval Blitz Shark by the Eastern Victory Point there. Standing in the Years do not stand much of a chance. It's Sturm Pioneers at sort of mid to short range. And VonClausewitz will to retreat before he risks a wipe there, which certainly quite costly. And again, Conscript coming up here. 1-on-1 is going to be pretty tight. And if you get some lucky rolls from the Conscript, he might have a chance against the Sturm Pioneers from us. Otherwise, once the Sturm Pioneers get close, they will beat the Conscripts. Itaperuna basically just needs to close in here. Interesting if he's not. There we go. Now he's closing in there. Was a bit late. In the west here, we got 2 Volkswagen and Panthers here versus the double conscripts. Bit of a shootout here. Considering he's not trying to close in here, the Germans should have a chance of winning there at the longer ranges against the conscripts. Good word in the south there. Conscripts being slowly bled up, so the Sturm Pioneers. Now the infantry really within their most effective ranges. The conscripts should have a slightly higher advantage here than the Sturm Pioneers. DPS drops off a bit more sharply than the conscripts do at longer ranges. Particularly drops off more sharply. Still looks like the Sturm Pioneers are actually winning this, though again is a very narrow win then. The Sturm Pioneers are barely alive. Here we got continued push here from Itaperuna, taking advantage of VonClausewitz left flank falling back. Volkswagen being focused down line, the Panthers to do more damage. Quickly beating here for VonClausewitz. Left conscript there, Sturm Pioneers right. Still got these from fuel points, at least for a brief while. Itaperuna's access to both fuel points. There we got a Panzer squad number 2 moving in here for Itaperuna and the German army. Back here, track there. Possibly a Belgrade headquarters. Usually want to go to that for these Panzerfusiliers, see how the map, particularly get upgrading with the G43s. So that means 6 men, and there we go. Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier up there for Itaperuna and the Groß Deutschland. Back here, troops healing reinforcing. Got the medical supplies up there. We also got engineers moving up with flamethrowers. Going to probably try and flank the Panzerfusilier. This is the conscripts by the eastern fuel point. Got a small victory point lead there of VonClausewitz over Itaperuna. In the west here we got forces falling back, around the west side of the munitions point here. Troops reinforcing, healing, medical supplies down there. Slightly cheaper thanks to the bulletin, though not exactly by a huge amount, but still notable. And there you go. Flamethrower around dealing with the Panthers down to just 3 men. Doing some good damage to the flamethrower. It is an AoE weapon. Low health, there you go, down to 2 men. And forcing retreat there. Of course, his forces have been bled out in the eastern flank already. West side, we get a big push here with double contrast. The Panzerfusilier caught a bad spot. Itaperuna just hits retreat there. Will he go for the Sturmoffizier? Nope, goes for the MG34. Not a bad pick. There's all this infantry. Would be nice to see Sturmoffizier. Quite a good unit, particularly know how to use his abilities. Mines down there by the eastern fuel point. Troops reinforcing. Medics almost down there. Seizing the western points up. Reclaiming them for the glory of the Red Army. MG34 almost down there for Itaperuna. More reinforcement and such. And we also got the recon package on the way there to provide them with the 6th man and of course another weapon. Looks like Fritz there is aggressively T-posing to show his fearlessness towards the communist forces. Conscious German pioneers here, all fighting up with engineers support as well. At long range, 2 units easily beat up the Sturm pioneers and cannot match the firepower. If it gets too close, of course, he may suffer a bit here, but as long as it stays at a good distance, the Sturm pioneers should lose. Plus, the flamethrower, I mean, is also really helpful there. So here, Itaperuna just needs to retreat. He is close to Vetty 2 on the Sturm pioneers, which is definitely not bad, but in the end, he still has to fall back. And you feel being hauled towards the center. Panzer moving westwards. Gewehr 43, almost ready there. Nothing further going on there from VonClausewitz base. Still no sign of a doctrine from him. And you feel going up, they're catching the engineers to lay down mines here on the carve point. Ruining a bit from VonClausewitz, surprise to the Germans. Here we go, sandbags being laid down, but all disrupted here with the Panther's counterattack here. G33 signing off alongside the K9TKs. Heavy rifle fire forces VonClausewitz meant to fall back towards any kind of cover. They can cut so far mass down here. At this rate, they're probably going to go down simply due to the sheer amount of firepower the G33 now afford Itaperuna's infantry here. In the south, east, we got to push up towards the eastern victory point. Center, we got the info going for the carve point again. Good aggressive harassment there by Itaperuna. Support company up there for VonClausewitz. Panzer moving out. Retreats one squad there. I think that's a bit of a mistake there by Itaperuna. Maybe a misclick. Or there was something else going on now when I suppose there's one Panzer scored. So 2 conscripts in heavy cover. Signing engagement, who's actually, I think, pegged to win. Suddenly turned against him. That was a weird call there. Again, I feel like that was a misclick. Maybe order another unit to retreat and something can happen. Another unit gets the order. Sometimes there's a bit of what we call input delay, which can result in such oddities, I guess. By the way, we got the G33 building panzer is good to go, being reinforced. We also now got the Sturmoffizier out here for Itaperuna with the target ability and the forced retreat alongside access to smoke grenades. Nebelkerzen. Going out there, 3 men in the unit are Obersoldaten, meaning of course for just 280 manpower. You're actually getting a discounted Obersoldaten squad almost there. Plus you got a guy with a pistol. Obviously not quite Obersoldaten quality, but still pretty good. And then with a bit of veterans, you can quickly get a 5th man. Which of course then turns it into a Obersoldaten squad at low cost. Right there into mine. Not great there for Itaperuna. Not great. He's being knife filled here by VonClausewitz. But there you go. Panzer's ramming, flanking the conscripts, then pushing them out. Their cover sadly not coming from that angle. 7 kills, that's into 1. Heavy fire, they need to retreat the Sturmoffizier soon though. Conscripts charging ahead here. Then again, quickly unsuppressed, actually giving the Sturmoffiziers team here a good chance to beat the conscripts again. Both are on health, and one is made up of Obersoldaten, the elite. So there you go, conscripts routed here by the Sturmoffizier. 2 kills already, very good. Even with a mine, they are hard to slow down. 9 kills for 2 in the Sturmpioniere. No use of breakthrough tactics, propping up munitions for more stuff. Makes sense. Medics down there. Back here we got the rush there for the tank command. Continue to go for T70 here versus Itaperuna and Ruin Stay. Very good work there. So Itaperuna can also soon begin taking up himself and prepare for armor of his own. That's slightly bigger than the T70, though he may want to get up some anti-tank weapons first because he's going to be vulnerable to a T70, and the T70 can very quickly change things around if you're not cautious. It is a very powerful light tank and probably the most powerful in the game of all the, shall we say, light tanks / vehicles in the game. Going here for the Eastern Victory Point there. Officer retreating. Panzer there charting and killing engineers there. And there we go. Guard motor with T-45s, heavy mortars, Guard rifle infantry, vehicle crew repair training, and the marked vehicle ability. Sturmpanzer need to retreat. Obviously, the Guards can be quite potent there versus the Germans. The DPS light machine gun's going to really focus on chew through. Folks going to do this fast. The anti-tank are of course helpful versus vehicles and armor, and the button ability can also use then armor engagements. But first, the T-10 light tank there for VonClausewitz, a good move there. Also a classic pick. I mean, again, the T-10 is just so good at the moment. And you feel for covering up there. Back here, troops healing reinforcing for Itaperuna. Officer is almost good to go again. South here we got conscripts versus the Panther was up close, very close to Vetty 2 in fact. I'll definitely make them a bit nastier there, but in the end they still have to retreat due to the sheer presence of Soviet infantry. 2 conscripts dug in, and you've had Fokker turn around to deal with them, but he's obviously carrying the car point, denying VonClausewitz access to his fuel. VonClausewitz of course isn't aware there's an empty fit for covering, they maybe should be expecting it. Otherwise a bit risky, obviously a good strike here, flank with the T-10 could destroy it. Looks like Itaperuna maybe starting to sense It's not the greatest position he's got going there. Schwer Panther quarters up for Itaperuna, already upgraded. Making good use of his fuel elite there. Thumbs up to Itaperuna. T7 then we got the gas rifles 1-1 for VonClausewitz. DP Lampers from the gates. And they're going even worse here for Itaperuna's been caught. Already bunched out, which of course makes the T7 need more defense and does have AoE, even if it's not big. And there you go. Machine gun murdered. A staggering blow here to Itaperuna in the early game. Sableton's got 9 to tank weapons. We got a grenade off there. Almost gets the MD-34 wiped out again, but even if he did, he can't get to it due to the presence of the T-70 light tanks. Right now, Itaperuna is actually in a bad place because he's not getting a ton of fuel. He has to go for the Kednev, obviously, which is going further still down his army. He's up against a T-70. And he's just lost his MD-34 to his opponent, which of course means his opponent can further control his infantry. So the situation is certainly looking a bit hazardous for Itaperuna and the Großdeutschland. T-70 charging forward here, going straight here for the officer. The officer needs to retreat. He could consider smoke grenade, but even that might just expose him more fire than it's worth. There you go, officer retreating, half health already. Lucky for him though, VonClausewitz doesn't pick up. This car probably going to move straight for the fuel point. Then we got mines on him, which is going to help slow down the T-70 here from VonClausewitz. And there you go, like Kednev out. Back here, troops reinforcing. Could transferring hard east to get baited into the telemines here. Oh, not telemine, but Shumine. Since if it hits that, obviously it's going to be out of a commission. Can't easily move to the east, in which case you can counter switch around there. Of course, we also just try and counter attack with like Kednev and the infantry, and that would deal with it. Sturmparty to retreat. They're getting flanked by the Guardsmen. You might notice the Guardsmen doing some heavy damage to the Sturmparty already. Cavalry shattered. Gone. Panzer Force moving out. There we got like Kednev following up. Hits the mine. 2 Guardsmen dead. Demo charge on the church. Very cheeky breaky there. Got Panzer moving up, engaging the Guardsmen. Force moving up the eastern side. Flaken moving up as well. Guardsmen moving slowly up, but the Panzer really is. 2 squads with G for the fleet and Mentee 2 certainly is a lot of firepower there. MD for the force setting up in the middle of the square there next to the church, and there you go, Fault will be suppressed here. They won't be making any further progress. McKenna landing good hit in the T-70, forcing it to fall back. Closing in on the Panther 4, though he's actually roughly 2 minutes away. Meanwhile, now it's VonClausewitz' turn, so maybe we have to some worries on the horizon since he's got 9 tank weapons. Oh, false retreat here from the officer. There we go. Buys him a bit of time there. Thumbs up to Itaperuna for actually using abilities. T-70 out there for Itaperuna in dire need of repairs. Could try and seek some troops eastwards to break open the eastern side there. Maybe get some more resources that way. Conquering third out, but the Panzer will certainly not having the easiest times. MD-44 versus the Sturmpioneer. Officer could try and flank in there. Sturmpioneer suppressed. They're fighting around the fuel point there. And there you go, officer flanks the MD-44. T-70 rushing in though. There you go, got a kill. 3 kills, got to into 1. Could try and throw a smoke grenade here to perhaps buy some time, but does seem to be going well there for Itaperuna. Need to retreat the officer now. Done just 2 men, very low health. Forced retreat there. Forces Panzer moving up here as well. Feel like he's getting a bit too tunnel mission on the western side. He versus VonClausewitz. Need to be careful about that. I feel like he's at least missed opportunity to at least harass on the right flank. Meanwhile, VonClausewitz is more or less uncontested, sees the entire eastern half of the map now. More control there for VonClausewitz and the Red Army. The 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps. Can't go into the building. Maybe hoping to bait him into the building there, who knows? There we go, more controls out, putting in 4. No mechanized armor Kampagner yet. Meanwhile, Itaperuna can now go for the Panther 4, and he does in fact go for the Panzerkampfwagen 4 as von Jod. Meanwhile, he is losing most of the map. He also got 304 versus 462. Oh dear. Ah! Oh! Hey Jürgen, see, they left us a package. Dummkopf! Kaboom. That was definitely not something that improved Itaperuna's situation even remotely. Schwer Panther was also now revealed to VonClausewitz. I'm sure he had a pretty good idea of it just being there. Though of course it may start to consider a Panther 4 more. Grenade as well, trying to get a wipe there. Close one for Itaperuna, but sadly the grenade didn't quite land where he wanted. He didn't quite throw the grenade where the unit went. Can be tricky to land grenades on retreating units, but this is very satisfying. We do get a grenade wipe on a retreating unit, but it certainly is a bit tricky to pull off. Oh, we got the Panther 4 model out here for Itaperuna. workhorse of the German Panzer after arriving there. Okay, lands a great in the T-70, 5 kills. Mechanized armor company almost done. We'll have to see how VonClausewitz reacts to the arrival of the Panther 4 Model J, as he does not have a lot of anti-tank weapons. I mean, he's got the Guards Rabbit Squad, maybe some mines here and there, but he's got no real serious threats to the Panther 4 Model J here. Apparently not paying attention to the jumpers were right next to the T-70 and being, well, quite frankly, murdered by the T-70. Panther 4 engaging the conscripts. Apparently was looking at the wrong conscripts what was engaging. In fact, it was engaging the machine gun. Need to get those German ponies out there. Itaperuna, Rückzug! Rückzug! Got Oberson following up with Itaperuna, adding in more elite infantry. Very good. Officer there, Veterans 1 with 4 kills. Which make him some cheaper abilities, which is always handy. Particularly a very cheap smoke grenade at 10 munitions. Interesting enough, it has no name, that ability. But there you go, T-70 down, taken out by the Panther 4. Obviously a very lopsided engagement there. T-70 really stands no chance against the Panther 4. And there you go. Troops reinforcing healing. Got the Orbital done now. Bit short munitions for the upgrade, but certainly once they get it, they can be quite a problem there from VonClausewitz. And even unupgraded, I mean, Orbital still pack a punch. I mean, for any basic infantry unit, they do the most damage straight up. Which is worth keeping in mind. They do straight up the most damage. Machine gun then being cleared up with the Panther 4 guards to flank up. We got Orbison and the Panthers engaging there. Forcing retreat. Then I kept moving up. We could see a wiping factor from VonClausewitz is a bit unlucky. Contact on the flank here for extracting an anti-tank grenade. Saving effectively the guard squad that being murdered. Possibly got more contact through the center. 7 squad there. Of course, signaling to Itaperuna, and the opponent has gone for the mechanized armor company. Since, I mean, obviously you can go for it from the tank command, but just no one really does that. No one really does that. MG for the opening up there, 2 kills, close to veteran 2. Got 4 kills after 21 there. Troops retreating, officer moving about the eastern side, got the eastern fuel point now. Panzer's covering up as well. Close to T-55, which is going to be a problem there for Itaperuna's Panzerkampfwagen 4. MG filtering up again. Machine gun. Quick to haul itself out. That can upgrade the option with an MG-34 now. Definitely should do that. Infantry push here from VonClausewitz. The conscript backed up and engineers forwards on the mission of solicitation against the officer. Quick force retreat there. Leaving the engineers to fight for their own. And there you go. Boosted though, of course. So there's something to keep in mind about these abilities. They actually have a downside to other units. In some cases. At least this one has. The other one I don't think has. Best makes the other fans forming up. 8 kills. Veteran C1. Back here troops reinforcing. VonClausewitz very close to the T-55. Moving for cut on T and the fuel point. Very good. Minesweepers in hand as well. Officer hauling his way back. Panthers holding up behind a small fence. Enjoying themselves a nice little rest. No upgrade there still. Except we got the Geballte Ladung here. Molotov in return. Forcing the Orbis on there to retreat. Panther 4 moving out. Quick shot there. Panzer there. Oh, great. And the guards behind some improvised tank traps there. Landing a nice hit. There you go. T-5 on there from VonClausewitz. Going to be a real problem there for Itaperuna's Panther 4. If he can bait into larger kill zone, well, I can with the anti-tank grenades. That is snaring it up. He can win. Control there wiped out. Better blow there to VonClausewitz and the Red Army. Western fuel being seized. The killer coming up there. Back here, troops reinforcing. Officer and the Obersoldaten. 6 kills and 5 kills. Half activity on that one. And the 5th man. Eventually he actually gets access to a Sturmgewehr, plus he gets the rest of the units to fire faster. So eventually 5 Sturm officers is actually able to lay down some serious firepower. Plus with engineers, you just rarely see him because A, he's only part of one doctrine, and even then most people just overlook him. These are the being murdered here by the Panthers charging forwards there. Down to 1 guy, and oh, nice merge there. 2 thumbs up from VonClausewitz using that ability, forcing the Panthers to retreat. Panther against the counter, MG-34 backing up. Obviously no match against the Panther 4 either, but it does tie down the Panther 4 there. Oh, he senses perhaps a trap there. Here's the rumbling of the engine. All the way T-34 there is arriving, but the Panther 4 is falling back there. Good response there by Itaperuna. Panther 4 shoots and then blitzes. T-34 in hot pursuit here for the Red Army. Shoots and misses again. Back here, troops reinforcing, seizing eastern points. The Kedma for retreating. Obersoldaten, Sturmofficer setting out. Engineers are about to get murdered if they're not careful. He does retreat possibly in time, but there's still a chance of getting a wipe with a bit of bad luck. They've gone down to one man, and he gets away. That was really close. They'll come to the next online. The firing line, that is. 8 kills, 6 kills. Getting very close to 82. There we go. Almost taken out. We got Guardsmen on there we go. More important, we got the Tiefel, and it wipes them. I guess better dead by their own than the enemy. I don't know. He was clearly a traitor to the Soviet cause. Looks like Itaperuna here might be setting up for a Panther, since he is not going for another Panther 4 here. Default of shoots. VonClausewitz is shot infantry, meanwhile Itaperuna has plenty. Lots of back and forth in between the two sides. Default of there eventually 2. Oh, but it got 2 kills off each other. 1. Blah. Down my mouth. In the centre, comes there being dug in with sandbags. Punch was heading westwards there, close to the ace level on those. Default being flanked here by the Panther 4. My Kednop taking severe damage from these 2 German exemplars. So firepower there going to tank when it goes off, damaging the engine of the T-44, giving Itaperuna a chance to pursue it and destroy it. In this case, to quickly divert to deal with other threats. Marked vehicle on the Panther 4, probably to scare it off. VonClausewitz really, I think, should consider field guns here versus Itaperuna's armor. Itaperuna, by the way, consider some more Obersoldaten. Awesome support weapons. There you go. Panther 4 lands a Greyhound and MD-34 crew, almost taking out the entire unit, leaving only 1 man to live. And that probably wasn't intentionally. Panzer's engineers here, causing significant casualties there. We got concentrate to back up if it comes down to it. If it comes down to it, but I suppose that may not be fast enough. Panther 4, they're falling back. Officer moving up. 6 kills, very, very close to 22 there. But still not quite there either. Also, there we go, got the MD-34 up. Guardsman halfway to 22, T-34 setting out. More Guardsmen out, so no anti-tank guns here from VonClausewitz, just more Guardsmen. There we go, first squad routed. 26 kills down the Panzer Kampfwagen 4. 28 kills. And we got the others on there following up as well here. Guard squad down to just 2 men. Hard retreat on the west side there. Basically designed to ignore Itaperuna's main force and secure the west side. I think a much better move there by VonClausewitz. Also having the ability to like cut your loss and try and switch elsewhere on the map can be a really powerful skill. Avoiding pointless attrition while again just making easy territorial gains and thusly getting yourself more resources. Plus, overwhelming any isolated units that might be left there. We got the Panther right now. He's charging in the Panther more or less unsupported. Could give here VonClausewitz a chance to deal with it properly. If you can sort of snare it up and then destroy it, which could then leave Itaperuna in a bad spot. Looks like he is not going for a Panther after all. Is he going for a King Tiger here? Or even a Yakti? I mean, that's pretty bold there by Itaperuna. I feel perhaps a bit confident versus VonClausewitz. No, we do see a Panther. Still got plenty of manpower floating. I still feel like some support weapons would be a very good idea there for Itaperuna. There we go, T4 flanking and trying to get an anti-tank grenade off, but the Panther 4's quickly backing off there, so it doesn't quite land. Oh, still gets it off, Panther 4, they're damaged. Backs off with the T-44, does not pursue, still the Panther 4 will be a bit out of the fun here in the east. We got Consul as the officer, we got 6 kills there. No, so 6 kills, but we got eventually 2 on the fellow. Officer joining in. Doing heavy damage to the country very fast, before moving up. Panther almost down there for Itaperuna and the German army. VonClausewitz T-44 sets in. There you go, all of a sudden being routed. Itaperuna really should be spending some of that more of that manpower there. Go more on life for Itaperuna, very good. Plus a truck. Mechanized regiment, I imagine. Could be setting up for King Tiger long term, but even just providing himself with repair partners, which is honestly not a bad idea either. Over there, Panther T-35 there, and the conscript squad and tank off doesn't do enough damage. VonClausewitz not far off from another T-35, though of course he may want to go for an issue 5 now that the Panthers out in the field. And ready to present him with a larger threat than the Panther 4, so it's T-35. There you go, quickly charging through the back brushes, there we go. Straight engaging the T-35 there, both landing a penetrating hit on the other. Panther still has a bit of an advantage there. They kept moving up support as well. Orbison squad number 2 almost down there for Itaperuna. And in the far west, we got Panther as the guardsman. Panther advancing, issued 5 tanks there from VonClausewitz to deal with the Panther, the Panzer Kampfwagen 5. Pushing back the machine gun crew there, destroying the cover. Good work. Got 7 kills on the officer, and of course he's not 5 men. His own little command squad. Guardsmen holding up the eastern point, grabbing the western point. They should have halfway down there for VonClausewitz. Panther could do with some light repairs. Orbital damage to companies. Oh, Storm Officer heading east. The guard squad could take some heavy damage because he then uses the target their ability if he doesn't have the munition. In fact, he just upgrade the other squad there. Still, 2 Orbital squad will be quite a threat to VonClausewitz infantry. Quite a threat. We also got 195 versus 301. Certainly a bit of a victory point lead there to VonClausewitz, which Itaperuna probably should be doing something about soon. Guard falling back here, trying to perhaps bait them into an awkward spot. And there you go. T55 counter-attacking. Up there, it's caught, but T55 misses. And there you go, quick retreat. He decides not to risk it. Good move, I think, there for Itaperuna. In fact, almost gets right with the T55. Almost need to retreat next. I don't think that all blitz will prove them much cover there. But there you go, Panther up the flank, comes from nearby. H5 shoots, and to tank grenade off here. Itaperuna definitely are underestimating VonClausewitz there. Got possibly severely punched. There you go, Panther down to half health. Taking heavy damage from the tank, so he can fight from safe range. Even the Raket's going to struggle to like deal with it consistently. There you go, H5 shoots again, misses. T5 dealing with the opposite side. Looks like he's too preoccupied with the Panther to pay attention, costing him the opposite line squad. He may still lose the Panther as well. He is trying to get it out of there. But things are quickly escalating out of control here for Itaperuna. Panther is very low on health. H5 charging forwards, ignoring the Kettenwerfer. And the pain inflicted. There you go. Good hit. We got marked vehicles for T55 moving up, going for deagle flanking in case he loses the H5. He doesn't. Takes out the Panther. T55 charging into the base here. A significant blow to Itaperuna. Opposite squad's gone. And a Panther gone. The only thing that could make this worse if we drop the light machine gun for VonClausewitz infantry grab. At least that didn't happen. H5 knocked out, but there you go. Damage engine the Panther 4, which is now going to be set upon by the T45 there. Itaperuna's just been plunged into deep, dark, socialist abyss. T45, they're going for it. Flame for a dropped here. T45 flanking the Panther 4. That's only 43 kills. And there you go, Panther 4 out. Can't make a run there for the flamethrower. No, they don't grab it, do they? The flamethrower is actually used for the Panzerfaust instead. Panther 4 out, so Itaperuna has suddenly gone from a leading position to one of, well, much less security as he's lost both of his tanks and Lobezon squad. He still has a great complement of infantry. VonClausewitz is not quite as great there in some ways, so he still has the MG34 and he still has a T3045, so he still has a good spot in other ways. For Itaperuna, the question is, what does he do next? Does he try for another Panther, which can be difficult to build up to, but at the same time, with one T45 there on the field, likely a mobile come, which could make Panther 4s a bit more risky. We'll have to see what he does. But there you go. Repairs being enacted using both the civil repairs and engineers to lead to a very speedy repair process. Thumbs up there to VonClausewitz. The faster he can get this tank back in action, the better. Mechanized running up, but he's got no repair partners yet. We got the Panther holding up here, so advanced. There you go, for the full backing up the guardsman. Calf point hit by the Sturm Officer, very close to T3. Western victory point being seized. We got 145, it's 295. Itaperuna definitely need to do something about this victory point soon. There you go, T45 there. Fit for the fight once more in the name of the Soviet Union. Sturm Officer flanking up here on the guardsman and the MG34 crew. Of course, could take some damage here. We got guardsman game of transport, and there you go. T4 lands a great hit, blowing apart a fat chunk of the facade. Grenades as well. Here, Sturm Officer needs to retreat soon. There you go. By Vetchny 3, half H Vetchny 4. Parts of them being slowly murdered out here. There you go. Sturm Officer retreat. And might be wiped here with a bit of good luck for VonClausewitz. Or bad luck for Itaperuna, depending on look at them. Just 2 men. T5 the half HP. There you go. Kednev setting up, but can it stop the T5? Seemingly yes. Shoots miss. We got Kednev from the right flank. Ambush there. We got the Orbison holding up the line, carrying up the flank for now. But there you go. T5 being spotted. Orbison retreating. T5 misses a point blank range, blasting apart a fence there. Strong partner moving back on the west side. Here we got Constant moving out.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Constant versus Panzerfaust. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Bit of quiet there. Back here, troops healing, reinforcing. Grabbing the point using the T45 there. Thumbs up to VonClausewitz. Stem with leader victory points, where Itaperuna's managed to get it going again here. He's close to another T45. Meanwhile, Itaperuna is not far off from a Panther. He could, of course, go for the Panther 4, but for aforementioned reasons, the Panther 4 here may have some issues there for Itaperuna. Though the two of the Kevin's backing up, it's not impossible either. It's not impossible either. Comes to the rest of the punches in the west. We got 30 kills on him. 30. That's a lot of killing. In fact, they just wait straight up to 33 as the counter went things. There you go. Got the Sturmers to come to the retreat as well here. Backed up with the Kidnappers. Machine gun setting up there. Veteran 3, ace level. T5 of them was good to go. Panzer's caught in there. Oh, at least the opposite actually caught. We got force machine gun. And we get the opposite active Veteran 4 now. In these guards squad, they're holding by the opposite garden, cut down in the middle of the road. Now the T35 ammo for VonClausewitz. Itaperuna can very, very soon go for a Panther. Number 2, the Panzer Kampfwagen 5. Pride of the Farsland. Panzer's wing up, he's seizing the western point. Close 52 there on the Obersoldaten. T5 there, good to go once more. I think more or less here for VonClausewitz. Fun fact, German officers were very much, in most cases, the hands-on approach that would always be, of course, ones that were sort of more casual and, well, less eager to go to the front line, but they were generally sort of expected to lead from the front, you know, lead by action, which only also led to high casualties amongst German officers, which became an increasing problem as the war went on. With issues, for example, about having, like, you know, companies led by lieutenants and, you know, battalions led by captains. Again, they're sort of lacking the proper officers to sort of lead the different sort of sizes of units. So, little fun fact there. Obviously, the Germans were the only ones struggling with officers' issues. For example, the British Army were as well. In fact, they had to borrow Canadian officers at times. For example, during Normandy, some of the British infantry battalions were actually led by Canadian officers. So, little fun fact there. Panther almost done for Itaperuna. T5 engaging. So, 2 T-35s are going to send him a nice amount of armor here versus Itaperuna. Though, of course, he has a Panther backed up until I can. There you go. T5 down to 500 rockets, quickly falling back there. In the center, bit of skirmishing. We got 127 to 246. Engineers being focused down hard here by the Obersoldaten. Sturmpods going up as well there. Veteran 3, close to Veteran 4. And of course, still got the Sturm Officer who is stelling towards the ace level there. Next here, we got the Panzers there suppressed here. And being grabbed here by the T-45. Very close to the ace level on that one. Definitely bad news for Itaperuna's infantry and armor. Sturm. Oh. T5 being pushed back, and there you go. Panther versus the T45 there. Shoots, gets a good hit. T5 meanwhile misses. They're almost taking out a Sturm Party in return. But that miss, that would have been a bit awkward there for Itaperuna. Guards moving up the west side, trying to threaten there. Itaperuna from that side. Panther patrolling about aggressively. Need to be careful not to run into issues. He's already lost one. Panther, you know, getting a bit too ballsy. Got the Orbs and the Sturm Officer here versus the Guard Squad. Once that retreats. Occurs timing there. Oh, it's forced retreat. There you go. That explains it. Very active use of force retreat there by Itaperuna. No use of target them. T4 they're falling back. We got 127 to 230. Itaperuna's really catching up to VonClausewitz in terms of victory points. Seizing the northern point up there. Comes under fire from the Panzer Kampfwagen 5. Machine guns just hosing down the country in the negative car, making them certainly easy to kill for the Panther. Back here, T55s still being repaired here for VonClausewitz. Troops are also reinforcing as well, but he needs to do something about the left flank, I think, try to outmaneuver his opponent. And I think we got some booby traps up the Obersoldaten. Very good. Troops falling back there. Oh, the cannon's in the bad spot here. Not screened against infantry. Although there's a machine gun carrying out, which is definitely helpful there for Itaperuna the Kedma. But still, there you go. Counter retreat moving up on the left flank there. Outmaneuvering. Got the Panther and the Panzers moving up there. In the west side, T-Fox moving up, engaging the Obersoldaten. Heavy fire there being leveraged against them. There you go. Forced retreat of the country to the Schwer Panther quarters. The Kedma still in the move. And the Guard Squad is being suppressed as well. They're sent into retreat. Attack here did not quite play out the way the VonClausewitz, the way he'd hoped, I imagine. In the east, we've got constant machine gun. There was the Sturmpionierer. And the west, we've got the T-Fox with engineer support, planning something as well. Panther moving eastwards there. Sturmpionieer is pinned down to the ground and routed. Far west, we've got the Guards moving for the western fuel point there. Well, not the fuel point, but victory point. T-Fox is almost good to go again. VonClausewitz may want to try some deeper flanks. Instead, he charges straight ahead, and he's encountered the Kedmos straight away. Need to fix that one again already. Tifa moving in the center with the Panther Fusiliers. And second knife link goes off, but obviously it's not going to stop the Tifa found on its own. Panther there, being skirmished at Storm Officer, gains 25. We got the bonus head to the off unit, and of course the assault rifle as well, increasing the overall firepower of the unit significantly. Tifa they've routed. Machine gun setting up though, and the officer, there we go, force retreat again. Very keen on using that force retreat ability. I don't really think I've seen anyone use that ability so much than the Storm Officer. Then again, I really haven't seen many people use the Storm Officer at all, even if after it got buffed. Panther charging ahead there. Western port still being held by the guard squad. We got 121 versus 213. Itaperuna was back to bleeding out here against VonClausewitz. Got the Ops moving up. Sturm Pioneer, eventually 4 there. Concussive grenade as well. And guard squad that set off the booby trap. Piotr blown to bits. And the Eastern Victory Bomber claimed over the Storm Officer. Panzer trying to attack here. The Western Victory Bomber encountering heavy fire from the Guardsmen. Severe resistance. We've got a steel hand grenade to flank through there. And there you go. No grenades from the Chandler, still takes some damage, and there you go, the Panzer ends up falling back, calling off the attack. That's with the Panther. And Tifa officer sending perhaps opportunity of charging force. The Chemnobs are not there, in fact. But we got an aid by infantry support. Tifa engaging the opposite, great hit there, and there we go. Ace level increasing mobility, and more importantly, rate of fire. Ace T-45s have a good rate of fire, which can definitely be a problem for tanks if they flank them. But even head on, it can be a problem. H5 tanks left for VonClausewitz. Itaperuna is planning what? One wonders. Jagdpanzer here. Another Panther. King Tiger. Jagdtiger. Like, he actually has several options now versus VonClausewitz. Of course, the longer he waits for the bigger option, the more time VonClausewitz of course will bring in more stuff to counter it. And he's certainly only getting an H5 to back up his 2 T-45s, which is going to be a problem for like even 2 Panthers. We'll have to see what it does there. Going east there, the Sturm Officer could quickly find himself buried beneath the snow in little pieces if he's not quick to retreat. And there you go. Itaperuna was in fact quick to get him out of there, but even there it could prove to be insufficient. As the T-45s lay down a thick carpet of death there. Panther east is backed up with the Kedmos. 65 almost done there for VonClausewitz and the 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps. Consuls at the ready there. And there you go, H-5 tanks are ready for VonClausewitz. Guards from there, Ace level, equipment next round to tank rifling, lost 1 to the fascists. T-5 moving westwards. H-5 moving up, that looks like he's planning a big push for the centre. No mortars laid out smoke screens, so there could be an idea there for VonClausewitz as well. In the west here, we got the Panther Fusiliers with 35 kills being caught up with the Consul and the guard squad. And there you go, Panther caught in a bad spot. They could get hit by the tank, and he does with the rig exposed as well. T-55 and H-5 could take it down here. At the same time, Panzer is forced to retreat. T-5 to tank from several angles. Nice pincer maneuver there, at least some Panzer pincer-like maneuver. Almost got the Panther. It's barely able to do any damage. Definitely a mistake there by Itaperuna, and the Panther's down. T-5 damage there, but there's only one located from nearby. Oh, there we go, second one ring. Could take out the Ace. T-5 which is definitely a blow there. 2 from VonClausewitz, but even then, Itaperuna is down to no tanks. And there you go, Kedmos is wiped. T-55 Ace explodes as the munition is cooked off. But still, a T-45. 4 of Panther's pretty good. There you go, unit wiped by the bun grenade. Body parts everywhere. Eventually 3 there. Almost ready for the orbital Darden. Itaperuna came to go for another Panther. Now, of course, he may try and go for something bigger. Blend cover, then the conscripts, no issues there. In the west, we got a big push here. Grabbing back the Western Victory Point, I imagine soon. We got 116 versus 161. And there you go, Oberson scored almost right here by the T-45. What will VonClausewitz go for next? And what is Itaperuna planning? So a lot of possibilities back here. Troops reinforcing for Itaperuna. Sturm Officer there with 14 kills. And of course, his Sturmgewehr 44. Part of that is the MG-34. More conscripts for VonClausewitz. Panther on the way for Itaperuna. Another Panzer Kampfwagen 5. We'll obviously this one first bet. He's so far lost 2 Panthers. Both in which case he got 2. You go with them, charged them in, then got snared up, and then quickly destroyed in short order. Definitely needs to be more careful. Cancels it. Maybe a King Tiger now. A Jagdtiger? That'd be a bit crazy, to put it mildly. Deep over running heading from clutch and getting the Panthers there in negative. Oh, our cars are much created cover, their light cover. Done just 2 minutes, 39 kills, 36. We got 100 points left there for VonClausewitz, or for Itaperuna versus VonClausewitz, 155. Eastern point being turned from by the MD34 at ace level. Big push here with the offs and the Panthers backing up, but still one forced retreat. They could quickly force it away there. We got the Western being held here. Might want to lay down some flare mines if possible. Counter there looks like they merged the guardsmen. Advance a bit further. There you go. We got a forced retreat in the MD34 here. It's the Panthers from the other side. Good maneuver there by Itaperuna. 2 thumbs up to that one. 90 versus 155. Itaperuna is clearly aiming for the King Tiger, the Jagdtiger. The Jagdtiger would be the curious choice. The crazy choice. The King Tiger with this, reasonable choice. But either way, they said he got a lot of resources of a big tank, which of course gives VonClausewitz more time to bring up more armor of his own without necessarily risking losing his T-35 issue to fire in the process. So let me see here what Itaperuna goes for and how he handles it. Very close to either of the two solutions. Jagdtiger is a bit faster, but not necessarily better. 89 versus 151 here. Sturmov's there being crashed. Need to retreat him soon. Down just 3 minutes. Got the Obson. We got the Kenfling in there to assist. The Kenfling lands a hit there. Panther's almost got into tank. Nothing it off. Can go for another T5 out. There we go. Does Itaperuna go for the Jagdtiger? Doesn't go for the King Tiger. King Tiger would be the sensible pick here. Again, overshoots, misses. Note that while he's used the punches and the Sturmovs, he's not to use breakthrough tactics or assaulted. He actually goes for the Jagdtiger. He actually goes for the Jagdtiger in a 1 versus 1. The absolute madman. So there you go. Heavy tank just right there for Itaperuna. Equipped with a 128mm gun. How about VonClausewitz react to this armoured behemoth trundling through the snow towards him? Troops are hitting and forcing. Another T-35 there ready for VonClausewitz. Worth noting, he is actually not used as a bomb company at all, and he's also, well, he's used 3 abilities as well, so they're roughly on the same page there, I suppose. Actually, he's used 4. The only thing he hasn't used is the heavy mortar. So it's actually slightly ahead there in terms of full doctrinal usage. Will he go for the heavy mortar? I don't know. West point being held with the guard squad still. Making sure this eastern point. We got Obelson nearby hiding up. Very good. So do be good. Got it. There you go. Jagdtiger shoots. Kicks out a lot of snow and dirt, but no Soviets. MD-15 with the Obelson up close contact flanking in here. Nice work. The Kenman could be spotted and dealt with. Other Kenman's going to help either. Jagdtiger also lacks the missions here to use his supporting fire, so we'll be able to see how Itaperuna managed to leverage that one versus VonClausewitz, because right now I'm not entirely sure how it is supposed to be leveraged. Pumps out there being hit here by the T-35 there, the fresh one. Jagdtiger sets out, screened by the infantry, very good. But there's a exposed left flank here which could be exploited there by VonClausewitz. Jagdtiger then laying some great hits on the T-35, Conscripts routed. Eastern point being seized, Jagdtiger slowly creeping ahead. Back here, troops seeing reinforcing. Close to Vetsini 4. Looks like we do have a deep flank being set up here from VonClausewitz, combined with the marked vehicle. Could give Itaperuna a really bad time machine being flanked. We got 89ers on 11. Also going straight ahead up close for the Counter squad. Should be a quick retreat there with an assault rifle course for Obsergarden. All boosted. The Counter should not last long there. In fact, very rapidly dropping below health there. Jagdtiger engaging. He almost got the T-5 with its 128mm gun. It should finally engaging with its 85mm gun. And there you go. T-5 there with engineers supporting up the flank. Engineers with mines from there to check for any mines. Could see a marked vehicle as well. There you go. Jagdtiger to find. There you go. We do get it. We also got 2 camps coming up here. Breaking off the assault there by the looks of it. Close one there. Close one. Very close one there. H5 moving up. Oh, direct hit there. Direct hit now. Could try and hit him with an anti-tank grenade from the conscripts. Officer. Oh, just lucky there. This is focused on the Jagdtiger, allowing the officer to get away without getting wiped there. Sliver of health left, comes probably could have landed a wipe. The Jagdtiger trying to escape, exposing its rear here. A significant error, I think, there, but one that looks like VonClausewitz cannot punish within his armor. Lucky Itaperuna there. Half 8 and 1 there at Jagdtiger. You got 89 versus 102. Constantly retreating. Moving towards the western part of the camp, that's going to get murdered by the guard. We got mobiles on there for Itaperuna. Back here, troops reinforcing. For VonClausewitz in the German army. Slowly approaching the 1 hour mark. But it looks like we got more Sturmpionier as well from having lost the previous squad. Repair Pani is not trained still. 24 kills on those chaps. Bit of quad here. T5 over heading out on a lonely patrol on the east side. We got 89 versus 94. Looking like it's going to be a close one. Looking like it's going to be a very close one. T5 running eastwards and getting the Obersoldaten. Close to 24. Okay, we're holding up. Blend cover grenade to cut the Jagdtiger moving in. Need to be careful though. Again, there's a significant gap on the left flank. Again, if the Jagdtiger gets flanked by a tank, it's toast. Plus, he hasn't repaired it either, meaning it's extra vulnerable to tank grenades at the moment. Got kid on the west side here. Cleared up with the T5 there, but a mistake by Itaperuna. And right now, with things looking, mistakes could be the sort of stuff that cost him the game. Very spectacular there. Gorbs on the 27 kills for the conscripts. Even with a flamethrower there. 28 close to the ace level. Conscripts being slowly murdered out. More contributing with anti-tank grenade or rifles there. Quick blend curve, forcing retreat on the opposite. We got punchers nearby. And a retreat there as well. T5 there, the Ken from the 2 there. T-Fed force from 6 there for VonClausewitz and the Red Army. We got 89 versus 84. Now Itaperuna is the one with the lead here over his opponent. So there you go. Another T-Fed 4, but of course the 76. T5 out there flanked by the Jagdtiger and takes directed here for the 128 mm gun. Center victory point slightly open. Though of course there's still the machine gun. But he can't see. Oh, might be able to press to the sandbags where he's placing them. But no, still can't. Really close up from Clausewitz, but it was slipped there by Itaperuna. Careful moving up. And there you go, connected and spot them. It's nothing to press them. Still, they managed to finish the heavy cover. Oh, they get pinned right before they finish the sandbags. Talk about lucky for Itaperuna. T5 rather moving up on the flank. Jagdtiger falling back. Eastern victory points for the Sturmpionier. What is VonClausewitz here planning? What is he brooding? Also, probably shouldn't be keeping those guards when they should be doing more stuff with them. Strong like Kedner for there. Could also grab this against his opponent. VonClausewitz right now has the larger force here than Itaperuna. But can he wield it correctly here versus Itaperuna? Jagdtiger setting out there. Kedner being slowly destroyed. Guards farming out there from position by the eastern or western victory point. Got the strongest of the 24 kills still. Being shot at by the T-35 there. Halfway 20 feet. Extra farming out the east side alongside another T-35 there. Infantry pushing up there as well. H5 missed by the Jagdtiger. That's really close there. Shoots and misses the Jagdtiger. And train and tank going to go off there. Doesn't damage the engine, allowing the H5 to escape. Direct hit from the Jagdtiger though. Pushes it catastrophically below half health. T-576. 85 hits a mine there, leaving it more exposed to the Jagdtiger if he decides to pursue. T-5 getting the opposite here in the center. We got 74 versus 89. VonClausewitz needs something about this victory point soon. They could end up losing the match here. Panther being murdered out here by the eastern field point. Got the Panthers defending the eastern victory point with 43 kills. Jagdtiger go in very aggressively there. Perhaps, probably too aggressively in fact. I mean, again, the flank is wildly exposed, so he's got one location coming up for now. T-5 being flanked, damaged engine as well. H5 trying to win, T-5 force being repaired elsewhere. Oh, there you go, they're on the move, they're on the move. Panther is being bled out here, and T-45 explodes. It's a 128mm armor piercing shell. Punches straight through the munitions, setting them off. Orbs on there being fired up. We got Kenway for there, the only one. Oh, he's got another one up there, good. Catching up the 2 tanks here. Jagdtiger being exposed to an anti-tank rifle and some anti-tank grenades possibly. T-54s, main gun out, knocked out. Leaving it now down to just a T-54 next to 5 here versus the Jagdtiger. Oh dear, definitely not the greatest handling of his armor. There you go, T-54's going for a flank there, going to tank grenade goes up, but doesn't damage the engine still. He's circling the Jagdtiger. Kenmeth almost got the T-54-6. And down it goes. Counterattack about to get wiped out. Down to one man. 63 versus 84. Comes with the MG-54. Light machine gun drop, but they can't pick it up. Meaning some orbs are running out with that one. I need to replace it. H-5 there. Ooh, could flank the Yak here possibly. But we got 71 now versus 63. Itaperuna's back to bleeding out here. We got the Kedman also in control here off VonClausewitz. There we go, the Kedman lands hitting the Yak Tiger side armor. H-5 gets another hit here. Itaperuna could end up losing the Yak Tiger. Oh, scheisse. This could cost him possibly the game. Admittedly, VonClausewitz already lost a lot of tanks, so perhaps not. Had lost though without getting rid of all those tanks. That would be there. Go, Yak Tiger explodes. Everything is fire and death. H-5 can push back here. Got the Panthers now with a light machine gun. 49 kills. Got him Himmel. Nice crossholders, every one of them. But Kevin has the T-54 point blank range. We got 49 versus 63. Bounces like Kevin there, think to the T-54 from 6. He's about to lose it if he's not careful. But Kevin from Wing Up need to treat that one. So we got both Orbison squad, or Panzer squad, bearing down upon it. Like a tidal wave of Germanness. Armour need to be pulled back for repairs. Troops are reinforcing. Wobbly Itaperuna go next for against VonClausewitz and the Soviets. MG4 setting up there. 3 kill of actually 14 kills. Far Western puts over the guard squad. Shots fired. Shot fired again. Didn't quite get the hit there. It's going to be costly for these losers like Kedden there for that Destiny 3. Ooh, flamethrower engineer wiped out there by the Panther. There go grenade off. Light machine gun dropped again. Panther can't pick it up though. But someone else could. Someone else could. Would have to be the guardsman, I think. Nope. Engineers? Yeah. They just got the optimum hit. They could actually grab it. They could actually get the machine gun back after to pass through so many other hands. Low on health though, like Kevin never shoots, misses the opposite Hutton, unsurprisingly. We got the Eastern Point McC stick contact, we got 49 versus 45. Center victory point there. Help by the MG4s and just get bled out. Guards going up the flank there, 16 kills, 23 T-Foes, almost got the opposite and they're wiped out. Why is Itaperuna planning a King Tiger now? Another Yak Tiger? Panther, I mean, if it goes for another Yak Tiger, I would have to have him sufficiently, or just, you know, officially certified as insane. I mean, 2 Yak Tigers in a 1 versus 1 match. Only the insane go for that. Only the insane. T-54 from the extent knocked out. Legendary 4 by Kevin being suppressed. Now the T-54 they're almost done. A brutal fight here that continues. As it approaches the 1 hour mark here, we got 48 versus 36 points. Both sides are beaten and battered. And in the case of Itaperuna's infantry, each one of them increasingly is a walking war crime with a lot of kills under their belts. We got 50 on each of the Panzerfusiliers and we got 30 on the opposite on the Sturmoffizier. And the opposite they have fine remembering they need another light machine gun to replace the one they lost. Got the center victory point. Smoke's been down. He needs to retreat though, I think. Down to use 2 men. Be shaming if we tell him to lose his officer now. Kept him setting up. Of course, we'll also be shaming for him to lose, I suppose. But he's almost got all 3 victory points. Can VonClausewitz grab them back in time? Can he do it? Big push here. VonClausewitz, oh dear, is about to bleed out. We got 24 points left. This could be it. This could be it. 41 versus 21, 18. T-Fox charging ahead there, got the opposite murdering away there. Merrily, H-5 moving up here. No armor for it to destroy, it's currently doing nothing. Almost got the MG-54, there was almost ace level. The kid will go dead. Moving for the center victory, got these one, we got 8 versus 41. Oh dear, almost got the kid now for them with the T-54 from 6. Orbison flanking in there, no machine gun, they could probably grenade, but they take heavy fire from the conscripts and the guard squad. The Keddenmerfer out. He's got only 1 Keddenmerfer left, and It's been up on the other side. Look, the help us the T-54. Grenades off the mist. There you go. Dodged. Oh, dear. We got 41 messes, 3 points left. Grenade into the midst of it. Further casualties piling up. We got 60 kills, 61 kills on the Panthers. They charging in grenade themselves. 41 versus 3, 40 versus 3. Molotovs in the midst of the Panzer facilities. They're burning horribly. Concepts dying as they fight randomly. And there you go, unit wiped out. 37. We got a Yak Panzer for Itaperuna. A Yak Panzer. Western Victory Point is open there. 36 versus 3. Again, we up the H-85 charging in. T-54 need repairs. Getting self-repair. Again, we could destroy it here. Troops are reinforcing healing. Oh, gotta be a close one. We got a Panther instead for Itaperuna. He's feeling quite confident. He can last for a Panther if he gets that far. Another T-34-6 from VonClausewitz. He's using the H-85 to try and keep them off the point, but it's no use. The H-85 explodes. The point is secured. And VonClausewitz, I think, has lost. GG. Game over. A victory for the German army. A brutal, hard-fought victory with roughly close to 600 casualties all in all. A brutal engagement here on Novgorod Outskirts. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Pro Linton. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all again for another episode. Bye.